All right, so the video that I chose was called "What It's Like to Be a Transgender Dad" by LB Hannas. So it's Friday, and I had this video picked out on Monday, but my pre-plunge thinking is actually what got me waiting until right now to do everything. Not really on no procrastination stuff, but the idea that my biases stopped me. I chose this video to plunge into it, and then I'm like, my religion says that we don't transgender people. They almost are an abomination. God made Adam and Eve, and not Adam and Steve. I'm black. Obviously, I think you can tell by the skin tone and hair color, but hair texture rather. But a lot of black people we don't like transgender people. We don't support that. Which goes back to Christianity, goes back to God and being biblical, and I understand that, but that's a lot of bigotry, man. So I chose this video so that I can empathize. I chose this video so that I can humanize these transgender people, these gender fluid people. That's why I chose this video. I don't know anybody like this. I don't. So I wanted to, because one day I would meet them, I'm sure. Or maybe I have met someone who didn't tell me that they were transgender because maybe I said something that stopped them from sharing that information. I'll never know. But I watched this to find common ground, and one of the quotes that I found common ground on was when LB said, "I affirm my promise to Elliot and that same promise to myself, to love her and myself hard with forgiveness and compassion, with tough love and generosity, to give room for growth, to push beyond comfort in hopes of attaining and living a more meaningful life." And when I heard that, I'm like, that's the core. That's why we are alive. That's what we do. That's why I do what I do, so I can love someone else, so I can be compassionate, so I can be generous to other people, so I can help other people grow. That's why I do my job. So when I heard that, I'm like, okay, we are a lot more similar than I thought. Also, are we similar because as a black person, there's a lot of rooms that I will enter and people will not like me because I am black. There will be a lot of rooms that LB enters and they will not like her because she's gender fluid, because they are gender fluid. So the more I watched, the more I felt. There was another quote. She says, "Does this mean you want to transgender? Does this mean you want to transition? Sorry. Do you want to be a man? How can she be a father? Only men can be dads." And like with this, I think that's a lot of the bigotry that I'm talking about. Like it's right there in our face. Like these people are just being mean, rude, and disrespectful because they just don't understand. They don't understand LB. And another quote she said was, "For me, authenticity, it doesn't mean comfortable. It means managing and negotiating the discomfort of everyday life." And that's I do a lot of that as a black man. As a black man who wants to be smart, who wants to be a teacher. Only like 4% of teachers are black men. Every room that I walk in, I got to see 90% of these white people that's looking at me, and it's like, what the fuck is he doing here? Excuse my language. I'm sorry. I get passionate. What is he doing here? Like, why is he there? Like, or I get there and people are down. They're downplaying my professionalism. And now I have to code switch, right? I have to code switch. I can't be talking all like this and whatever, yeah. But I talk like that with the kids because that's the language that the kids use outside. But I can't use that with my bosses because it's not academic language. So I feel that, and I feel the authenticity is not comfortable because every day you're fighting that. Oh, I'm fighting. Oh, this guy's an Oreo. Oh, this, that, and the other. No, I'm happy to be a black man who wants something different than what's perceived to be for me. LB is happy as a born woman, a natural born woman. She happy with her hips. She happy with her chest. She don't want to change that just because she wants to do something different that makes her happy. So the more I watched, the more common ground I found. And then towards the I know it's supposed to be 2 minutes, but the personal reflection is just that we all got to fight our biases, and we all got to be better people. We all have to be nicer people. We need to accept, we need to have a growth mindset. for everyone, for ourselves, and we gotta understand we don't know a lot, and we gotta be prepared to say, this is something new, this is something I don't know about. Let me learn about it. Let me learn about it, because it's a part of life, and we cannot act like it is not a part of life. We cannot act like gender fluid people are not humans. We can't do that. We can't act like they're less than. We cannot do that. And my application to teaching is really straightforward. I have to affirm everybody. I gotta fight the bigotry. I gotta fight the ignorance with truth, with love, with generosity, and mostly with information. I gotta show them the right thing, so that my students, so that their families are not continuing the hate that they are spewing.